guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Sorry it's been a while. I've been at school. I started school on the 4th. I moved in on the 31st of August. So it's been quite an adjustment. So I'm sorry I haven't filmed this past week. And when I go back to school, because I'm home for the weekend, I'll film a dorm tour. So be sure to expect that on my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a eyeshadow palette haul. Not haul, collection, I would say, because I've had time to grow my collection. Like, I have this huge stack right here, and then I have like 4 or 5 more bigger ones on the side. So I'm just going to go in the order that I have them stacked. So like the smaller palettes first, and then work my way up to my big ones. So first one I have in front of me is my Jordan Loves Kylie palette. This was when I don't know if they're friends now, or like this was last year when they did a collab. I've used this a bunch on my channel. I took it to school once and I broke it, so that's why the mirror is cracked. But it just looks like that. It's like neutral, and then it has like the pop of colors with the purple and the burgundy, so you can like dress it up or down. And it's one of my favorite palettes because I just love how like spacious it is. And yeah, so just to save time on this video, I'm probably just gonna say what the palette is, and maybe talk like a little synopsis about it. But yeah, so I did get this off the website. So yeah, I think it was about $44. I'm not sure. The next one I got for Christmas, it's my Norvina Anastasia palette. This is the only Anastasia palette I have besides the Glow Kit, but that's not my eyeshadow palette, so it just looks like that. It's really cute. I like the packaging because it's just like velvet, and yeah, I like how it's like even, like there's 7 shimmers, 7 mattes, so that's really cool. I believe this was $40, and I think that's a normal price for an Anastasia palette. So yeah, the next one is my Laura Lee Cat's Pajamas palette. It looks like this. When I first started my YouTube channel, I used to use this a lot. So it just looks like that. I think this was about $40 too. 40, maybe 45. But yeah. I got this 2 years ago, I believe, for, again, Christmas. And then these next 3 kind of go together because they were a set from Too Faced. So I have the Super Fun Night palette. It looks like this. It's got 6 shades, and then there's a highlight. I have the Too Faced I Believe in Pink. So there's 6 eyeshadows, sorry, and a blush. And then this Natural Beauty one has 6 eyeshadows and a bronzer. These I got maybe 2-3 years ago. They were the Too Faced holiday bundle, and it came with a makeup bag, which I have down here. It says I have way more makeup at home. And then it also came with a mini Better Than Sex mascara. So I have those 2 palettes, and on the back they say like to and from, which I think is kind of cute. I used to use these a lot, but don't really use them anymore, and I used to travel with them too, so I should use. If you see any palette in this video that you want me to use in a video, comment down below. This next one I got when the Morphe store near me first opened, I believe, and it's the Morphe 15H palette. It's the Happy Hour palette. It looks like this. It's, I think, 15 shades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's 15 shades like it says, and they're mostly natural. Sorry. They're mostly natural shadows, and there's like pops of oranges in here. I use this one in the fall a lot. So yeah. I have a few Morphe palettes, so you're going to see more Morphe throughout this video. I have this mini Violet Voss Berry Burst fun size palette. It just looks like this. I've done an entire video about this palette, so you can just check that out on my channel. It's got a mixture of neutral matte shades and shimmer shades, and then there's a couple of berry colors, and I also like to use this one in the fall / winter because I love to do like cranberry looks with like a red lip or something, because I just think that's really cute. And then this next one I got for it was either my 17th or 18th birthday, and it's the Lunar Beauty palette from Mini MUA. The Life's a Drag palette. The Life's a Drag palette from Lunar Beauty, which is Mini MUA's brand. And it just looks like this. It does come with a brush. Just kept the brush in here. I think it's a color palette. Yes, that's what it's called. And then it has, I think, it has 3 neutral shades, 3 colorful shades, 6 neutral shades, 6 color shades, and then 2 like foiled shades in between to like kind of separate them. And I wish there was more shimmers in this palette, but I do love how it's like neutrals and then color. So yeah, I used to use this palette a lot for a lot of my colorful looks. So comment down below if you want me to use this one again. Maybe I could even try to copy this image. I don't know, let me know. And then I think my newest palette, not newest, I got this one for my 18th birthday. It's the 19th birthday, sorry. It's that Adeline X Tarte palette, Adeline Morin, one of my favorite YouTubers. It looks like this. It's got 9 shadows, and then it has a blusher and a bronzer. Blush and bronzer. I take this one. I have this one in my travel bag for school because I just love how there's a highlight and a blush, and then I could just use some of the neutral eyeshadows in here. And it smells like vanilla, and it's yellow and pink, and those are my favorite colors. So this is just a really good palette, I believe. Oh, I didn't talk about the prices of the other ones. I don't remember how much the set of the 3 Too Faced ones were. I think this one was $40. This one was $18, I believe. And then I think this one was $15. I think this Morphe one, the 15 each, I think this was $15. It was either 15 or 20, somewhere around there. And then I believe this one was somewhere in the 30s. I don't think it was more than 40. I think it was like 32, 35 maybe. I'm not sure. You'd have to correct me. And then I'm not sure, I think this is my first makeup palette that I bought, or my first makeup palette in general. But this is the old school Morphe 35O with like old plastic packaging and the old logo. And it looks like this. It's got 35 shades, I believe. This was $35. And I've beat this thing up a little bit. Haven't completely gone through it, but a lot of the colors are a little mangled. So yes, this is an OG palette for me. This was the first one in my collection, I believe, and the first one I bought with my own money. So that was a big thing for me, and it's still one of my favorite palettes, and I don't think I would ever part ways with this bad boy. And like I said, I think that was like $30. And then this next one is also a Morphe palette. It's the Jaclyn Hill X Morphe palette. And it's got 35 shades, I believe. Or 30, yeah, 35 shades. And it looks like this. It's similar, it's almost similar to the 35O, but there's more of a variety, and there's a lot of neutral shades and a lot of pops of color on this bottom corner. I have to sneeze, but like I can't sneeze. So it's really pretty. I've used this a bunch on my channel, and it's just a really good palette because you have your pinks, you have like your oranges and your reds, you have your pops colors, you have some greens, some like deeper browns. So it's just an all-around pretty palette, and it is quite dirty. And this was like, I don't know if this was like the newest launch of it, because I know there was two like brandings of these, or like two bunches of these, and this one was supposed to be like the one where you like just wipe it clean, but it is pretty dirty, so I have to clean that. Excuse that, that just means like I love this palette. So yeah, and then I have, so this one was my newest palette that I bought. It's the Morphe X Jeffree Star, the second round of the collabs they've done. I've used this a bunch on my channel as of recently. Just looks like this. It's got a huge mirror. Oh, and I think the Jaclyn Hill one was around $40. So yeah, don't quote me, but I think it was around $40, maybe a little more. And then this one was, I think, $35, but because I used a discount code, I got it for $31. So yeah, it's just like so. You have your pops of colors, you have your neutral shades, you got some pinks in there, there's a bunch of shimmer shades and the glitter shades, and then you have some green in there too. So it is a very universal palette. And then last but not least, I have my huge James Charles X Morphe palette. I got this for Christmas, and it's like this. I've used this a bunch on my channel. I'm not sure how many shades are in the Jeffree Star one. I think there's 35, I think. Yeah, I think there's 35 shades in here. And this one has 35 shades? I think it's 35. Where's the 38? Hold on. $39. I just counted. There's 39 shades in this palette, and I think it was like $40 maybe. Most of these palettes are around the same price of like $40. So I think this one was 40, maybe a little bit more. So it's just a huge palette, as you can tell, with a whole bunch of different colors. It's basically a rainbow palette, and the bottom part has all the colors, the top part has all the neutrals, and the big ones are like the ones you would normally use the most, like your transition shades, your white and your black. Just for everyday look, I've used this palette literally so much. It's completely dirty and kind of broken. The seam is broken because I've bent it so many times. So yeah, this is, I have like these three would have to be my favorites. The Adeline, Jeffree, and James Charles. So those are my favorite palettes. I love all of them, but to be honest, these are the ones I've used the most in real life and on my channel. So I hope you enjoyed this video of my palettes. I have a bunch of makeup. Like, I could literally do a whole video dedicated to lipsticks, or like a lipstick collection. So if that's something you would like, comment that down below. And sorry, my mom kind of made an appearance in this video. I didn't tell anyone in my family that I was filming a video, so she made an impromptu, "What are you doing? Are you okay? What's wrong?" type of situation. So I'm sorry about that, but we love PLB, Mama Lights. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. Always remember, be a pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown, and we see you on the outside. Bye, guys.